Have you ever asked yourself, if today were the last day of your life, what would you do differently? We spend our whole lives chasing success, money, fame. But when we stand poised on the fragile edge between life and death, how much of that truly remains? Today, I want to share a real story with you, a story about someone who changed the world, and yet in the end realized that the world inside himself was the most valuable. This is the final letter of Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple Incorporated. But beyond being a letter, it's a wake-up call for each of us. He once said, "I had reached the pinnacle of business success." Steve Jobs, the creator of Apple, a symbol of creativity, innovation, and the drive to change humanity. He turned dreams into reality. From a small garage, he built a powerful technology empire. But within that glory lay a painful truth. In the eyes of others, my life was a symbol of success. But behind the work, I had very little joy. When the whole world admired him, he felt more alone than ever. Passion was the flame that created Steve Jobs. But it was also that flame that burned away his peaceful moments. He stayed up many nights to perfect every tiny detail. He insisted everything be pixel perfect, but in return came his health, his time, his youth, slipping away, never to be retrieved. I used to think I could control the world, but it turned out I couldn't control time. Then one day, cancer came. No warning, no sign. He lay there, between four white walls, watching the blinking light of machines, listening to the steady hum of life support. And in that moment, he realized everything he had chased his whole life now amounted to nothing. I could feel the breath of death drawing near. And now I truly understand. If one day you have enough money for your life, then pursue something more important. The most expensive bed in the world is a hospital bed. That phrase made millions around the world reflect. You can hire someone to drive you, but you cannot hire someone to carry your illness for you. You can buy the biggest house, but you can't buy back a peaceful night's sleep. You can have everything, only to realize the most important things cannot be bought with money. In the end, Steve Jobs said, "My assets became meaningless in the face of death." In that moment, he began to recognize something he had never fully understood his whole life. God gave us emotions, love, and faith, not illusions about fame or possessions. He understood that when we leave this world, what we take with us is not our possessions, but the memories of love. His voice softened. That is real wealth. It is the light that guides you forward. He wrote, "Love can travel thousands of miles, so this life has no boundaries. It's the love for family, friends, even strangers. It's the only thing that makes life worthwhile." Steve Jobs once said, "Technology changes the world, but only love makes the world worth living in." When you live for love, everything you do is soulful. If one day you have enough money for your life, then chase something more important. Don't become a slave to material things. Live for what makes your heart beat louder. Whether you're a creator, a worker, a father, or mother, as long as you are true to yourself, that is already your greatest success. Steve Jobs said in his commencement address at Stanford, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Today, as you hear these words, you may still be busy at work, still chasing goals, money, fame. But remember, all those things become meaningless if you forget yourself. Take time for your parents, for your loved ones. Take a meal with family, laugh more often, and most importantly, take care of your health. Because when you're gone, all the material things become pointless. Live fully today. Love while you still can. Forgive while you still have time. Be real and do what sets your heart on fire. Because no one knows if they will wake up tomorrow. Live as if today is your last day, and love as if you'll live forever. That is the greatest gift Steve Jobs left for humanity. Not the iPhone, but the reminder. Live fully because your time is limited.